Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Seize Your Business. Your hosts, Jim Wozak, Success Enhancement, and Kevin O'Flaherty of O'Flaherty Law. And today, our guest is Guillermo Chavez. Guillermo, welcome.
How are you?
Good.
Our topic today is going to be how to grow your network, and that's what Guillermo is going to talk about.
And Guillermo's been an entrepreneur several times and has recently acquired a State Farm office. And he's now using what he preaches to build that business.
That's right.
So, Guillermo, what would you say is point number one to somebody who wants to become good at networking and having a network? What's the starting point?
One of the things that I kind of suggest to people that ask me, how are you getting all these sales? First, I say you need to write a list of what's related to your industry. So then you can look up networking events that are kind of connected to your same industry. Like in my case, I do insurance. Mm-hmm. So our number one lead generator or referral source, it's loan officers.
Okay.
So because when they're buying a house, they need that insurance to get the final approval for closing, to take that loan to the closing table. So I focus on loan officer and realtors events.
Okay.
That's how I get to be in front of more successful real estate agents and loan officers, and I get to connect with them. And then that would be my number one, kind of like write down a list of what's connected to your industry.
Okay.
When you go to those events, what works good? What works well for you to not just be a guy standing around passing out business cards, but to actually develop a relationship with the 30 or 40 realtors that are in the room, or at least a couple of them?
So that's a great question, because I actually take my team with me, and sometimes they struggle, and I'm like, you need to it's honestly just being friendly. And every time you meet someone, introduce yourself and not be a secret agent in our world. Mm-hmm. You need to tell the world, I'm an insurance agent. Mm-hmm. Please, I would love to work with you. Give me the opportunity. If you ask, you will receive. If you're not asking, you're not gonna get anything. So I would just say, be friendly. Do a lot of handshakes. Ask for business cards. The one thing that is successful for me. So let's say I meet you for the first time and I introduce myself. First, I ask what you do. Mm-hmm. Once I know, it's like, oh, that's great. I work with a bunch of other agents in, let's say, Remax, for example, with other agents in Remax. Would it be okay if I send you a package with my business cards? And I'll follow up with you in a week. So we can do a lunch meeting or take you out for coffee. And most people are gonna say yes. I actually never gotten a no for that.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
But now it's about executing those ideas, because if you don't send that package, if you don't follow up for the lunch meeting, then you're never gonna get it done, and nothing's gonna happen.
Something I struggle with is I'll definitely get that first meeting done, and then sometimes there will be a connection where we can do this together, or I have ways that we can instantly work together. But if there's not an instant way to start forming some sort of partnership, how do you maintain the relationship after that first meeting, so you don't have a meeting with, waste your time meeting with a bunch of people that you're not developing into true power partners?
So something that is working for me, it's, again, my first rule was finding networking events that are related to your industry, right? So you come to realize soon enough that the more events you go for or you attend, it's always the same people. Mm-hmm. And obviously not all of them are working with you, and you probably already introduced yourself, you took them to lunch, but they still haven't sent you any business, or vice versa, because you also need to generate business for them, right? That's the whole goal. Work as a team. So what happens is every time I see them again, I do another handshake, and right away I said, hey, I haven't heard from you. Mm-hmm. I'm still waiting. Give me a chance. Just one client, that's all I want you to send me.
So you actually do the ask for the client.
I always. Mm-hmm. And people are like, if you don't ask, you won't receive. And it could take maybe 6, 7, 10 networking events with the same person that you're trying to build a relationship with. But at the end of the day, they're going to be like, you know what, this guy is persistent. He's working hard. He's always here. Another thing that I do, I sponsor some of those events. So they know that I'm here to stay. I'm for real. I'm not just going to shake your hand, take you out to lunch, and then forget about you. You know what I mean? So, like, I truly want your business, and I truly care for my customers. What I do also in those cases that, I get the meeting, I talk to them, we have a good lunch meeting, but then nothing happens. Then put them on your database for, like, I would probably say at least quarterly mail out. So, like, recently I sent them for April for, sorry, I take it back, for Valentine's Day. I send them a $10 gift card for Starbucks to all my business partners, and I say, thank you so much for your support. Enjoy your Valentine's Day. And I just say, I can't believe that it's already February, because this year has flown. It's crazy. And it's crazy. After that, I did it really as a thank you, because I think you got to be a grateful person. So when I do things, a lot of the things that are successful for me, I do it because I really want to. Like, I'm not doing it with I'm going to do this so they can send me business. I do it because I'm grateful that they're sending me business. So when I do that, that time when we did that, I probably got like at least 7 referrals within like 2 days after they received the $10 gift card. I mean, it's nothing. It's really, again, it's the thought that counts. And I will say you constantly need to be in front of them. So think outside the box. Like, for example, right now I'm working on my November mail out because no one sends anything for Thanksgiving. And it's such a big holiday.
Right.
So I'm thinking of ideas. What am I going to do? It's just March, right? Well, almost April now. But I'm already thinking about it. Okay, I need to get something going for Thanksgiving. I also did for December last year. It's just always just keep thinking. For International Cookie Day, I ordered cookies, kind of like custom made, and it was a big cookie with State Farm, and another one that said "Thank you for your business." And I personally delivered, me and my team members. We went on that day. We did not work at the office that day. We were just delivering cookies. And it was International Cookie Day, and it was just a thank you. And that was it. So little things like that make it. Why are you different than any other attorney out there?
So you don't send that
Just follow up more.
You don't send that out to your whole database. You kind of handpick the people that you are actually working with or that you want to work with to send out those mailers to.
Correct.
Okay, and is it people that, the gift cards, is that people that have already sent you a referral, or is that anyone that you think is, a potential referral source to send the gift card out to?
I also do that for the potential sources. Like, I have one girl from Remax. I'll share the podcast with her so she knows. And I kept asking her, hey, when are you going to send me at least one client? I'm like, I know she's like a top producer in the city. I'm like, I just want one client. That's all I want. And then every event, I was like, I'm still waiting. I'm like, I'll give you another business card because I think you lost it.
Yeah.
Like, I'll make jokes,
Good.
I think having a good sense of humor, it's a big part of it. And finally, she's like, you know what? You're so persistent. You're always asking for my business. So I'm going to have an event that I want you to sponsor. I'm going to do breakfast for for all my woman clients. It was like International Woman Day or whatever it was. And she did like a breakfast, and I'm like, it's probably gonna be like $300. We're gonna divide it between you, the loan officer, and the insurance agent. I'm like, okay, come in. I'm like, all I want you to do is send me your business so you see I'm serious, and I'll be there. And I showed up. I had the money that she required for the sponsorship, and I brought a bunch of stuff. I brought cups, and I kind of like introduced myself to them, and I'm like, no, I'm here to support you, and the same support I'm giving you, I wish you can give me your support by sending me business. And that was just like 2 weeks ago, and she sent me like 3 referrals.
So let me ask you this question, because you made me think of something. So your focus is really not so much on your potential client. You're trying to really build a referral network, and in the sense of giving back. So now you've been doing this for a while, so you've gotten leads and referrals from, dozens of realtors, let's say. Now you got Joe Dokes, your client, says, hey, Guillermo, I think I'm going to sell my house. Now you got a lead. Now, who do you give that to? Do you give it to everybody? Do you give it to the people who've given you the most, the one who hasn't given you? I mean, how do you manage that?
So I think that will be part of I would probably call it 10 rules, because there's a lot of rules of networking. It always has to go back to the referral source, never anyone else. So I keep track. With the system that State Farm has, it says referral source, and let's say if it's from, I don't know, Brenda Diaz from Remax, then you put Brenda Diaz. So if the client calls, I'm profiling the customer, I'm finding their needs. He says, I want to sell my house. I just go back to his profile, see who referred that client, and refer it back to that realtor. Because if you don't do that, you're going to lose that referral source.
What about go ahead.
Let me give you, I guess that would make sense, certainly. But let's say that you've got a client who just moved into the neighborhood, just walked in your office off the street. So there is no referral. But now that person 2 years down the road wants to sell. Now you don't have a realtor that gave that person to you. How do you decide who you give it out to?
So that's huge. Before I answer that question, I want to say we're constantly finding needs from our customers that not necessarily have to be for our agency, for our industry. It could be a buyer lead. It could be someone that is looking to refinance. So we're always finding that, because when you're just if you're just looking for your attorney business, then you're never gonna get leads for the people that you want them to send you business.
Sure.
So you need to constantly.
That's the underlying question: is if you've got 12 realtors, how do you make sure you keep all the mouths fed? Because if you're going to all these events and meeting all these people, that's something I struggle with.
So it's something you have to decide. But me personally, I actually have like a database of who sends me more business.
Yeah, we have the same thing.
Exactly. So I will probably go to the person that is sending you the most business, because if they're giving you so much business, you should give back to them. A realtor, I mean, again, we make pennies, right? As an insurance agent, we could make $80, $100 for a household, right? But one real estate deal for them, or a loan for a loan officer, could be $3,000, $5,000, $7,000.
Yeah.
So they're happy. If you're sending them 4-6 clients a year, you're gonna keep them happy.
Sure.
But I will probably go gradually to who's sending you the most business. If you already send 3 or 4 to your top referral source, then maybe move to the next one, and as you go. But if you're actually sitting down with the customer and you kind of like ask the right questions, you'll find all their needs for different areas. So in my case, I focus on people that are selling, are buying, or refinancing, because those are the ones that send me the most business. So by saying that is, if you're in a different business, for example, I guess attorneys will work well with accountants, right?
Absolutely.
So I will probably find business owners that need accounting services. So you can refer those to them, and then they can send you business back.
Sure.
So you got to kind of like figure it out what's around your industry that you can work with.
So for somebody like Kevin, he should probably try to go to networking events where there's primarily accountants. Like, do you know who Ted Hollander is?
No, I don't.
I should tell you about him later.
Yeah.
I will. And that's where I guess what Guillermo is saying is make sure you have like a very strategic target of who you're trying to. Then you only have to stay in touch with those people on a more intense basis.
It all depends on what line of law you're doing. You know, if you're like doing immigration, for example, then I will probably reach out to all these tax, like Hispanic or Latino tax offices that are very popular everywhere, because they know all these people that are, when they're doing their taxes, that are going to start the process of immigration. then you need to kind of like find your niche. I don't know exactly what you do and what specific law you're into, but for example, there's real estate attorneys. Mm-hmm. So who sends in the more business? Realtors. Right. So they want to be at the realtor events.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And if any listeners are wondering, we do everything basically. So
okay, all right.
We got 4 attorneys. There's not much we don't handle, but realtors, accountants, financial advisors.
I remember there used to be this TV show, the Bob Newhart show, and Bob Newhart was a comedian, and he owned this like a bed and breakfast, and there were these 3 sort of country bumpkins that would come in and help him. There was, I don't know, 2 of them were named Daryl. I can't remember the other guy's name. Their motto was anything for $1. And then they were concerned about inflation, so they changed their motto to everything for $1.10. But anyway, no, that's a great point. And actually, you guys are giving me some ideas that we can discuss maybe later. Now being in the insurance business, your market is or is not somewhat territorial. I mean, you probably want leads from Elk Grove Village, not maybe Tinley Park or Alsip or something, or does that matter?
To me, it doesn't matter. We go everywhere. So I think that's kind of like also another area where you need to be available and keep yourself accountable. If you're offering that, we're 24/7 shop, then deliver on what you're saying you are, because we have relationships with dealerships that send us the insurance, and it's funny because obviously they have their own insurance companies in there, so Monday through Saturday or Friday they probably won't even call us, but then Saturday at 8 o'clock they want that insurance to get that deal closed and let them drive the car out of the shop, out of the dealer, and that's when we get the most calls. So now my team knows and I know that we need to deliver. So sometimes it's 7:30, 8 o'clock at night on Saturday, and I'm having dinner with my wife. Then they're calling me. I'll text my team, and I'll be like, I have a car insurance. They're at the dealership buying the car. Who wants it? And right away they reply, I'm available. Mm-hmm. And they take it. But if I say I do that and then I don't answer on Saturday, then you're not delivering what you're promising.
Right, so, of course. Well, I think you touch on a key point. Something that has frustrated me over the years is I like networking and I like making introductions. But, I've had people come to me and they're like desperate almost, for a job maybe, or their business is struggling. And I'll say, you know what? Talk to so-and-so. They might hire you. And then I find out later they don't act on it. So I feel like, well, I'm trying harder than they are. So I think your point about follow-up is a huge point.
Follow-up is crucial, definitely. And we're humans, we only have 24 hours.
Yeah, that's the rough part.
So, right now I was just running. I was doing a few quotes. I'm like, I gotta go. So, I think having people that can help you. Like in my case, I have 4 team members. So my key to successful entrepreneurs will be if you're feeling overwhelmed, at that point you need to think of a strategy, either to be more time efficient or it's time to hire someone else to help you out.
A lot of people are resistant to that.
Yeah.
And you can't be afraid to delegate and to bring in some help.
You can, and I think it's worth paying someone to help you out. At the end, and in the long run, you're gonna make more money.
Well, Guillermo, if someone wants to reach you for insurance or just to network with you, how can they get in contact with you?
They can call me my direct cell phone. I also keep myself proud of that. I'm probably the only insurance agent that provides their cell phone. It's on my cars. 847-414-1195. Again, 847-414-1195. That's my cell phone.
Okay. Well, thanks. It's been a real pleasure having you on. I know we just got the tip of the iceberg today, but we only have so many hours in the day, like you said.
Well, before we go, Kevin, how do people get a hold of you if they have a legal issue?
If you want any sort of legal service, I represent a lot of business owners personally and estate planning, but we have 4 attorneys and we do just about everything. You can reach me at 630-324-6666. That's my office. The calls route to my cell when we're closed, so you can call me anytime. You can also download episodes of seizeyourbusiness.com either in video or audio format on seizeyourbusiness.com. And we've got this is our 61st episode, I think, we're doing today, so there's plenty of episodes to check out if you found this one helpful. Jim, how can people find you?
Yeah, you can reach me at 630-272-3895. You could look at my website, Improv for Business with dashes, IMPROV-FOR-business, and look at some of the things we do. And, of course, you can call me at 630-272-3895. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thanks, Guillermo.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Nice job.
Thank you.
All right. Good.